like contested pick of all time, or was the Fredrin even more contested at M4?
I don't know, but either way for M5, it's not a Nolan, it's a Yeslin.
Yeslin. Well, technically Nolan, because we don't get to see him a lot.
Okay, you know what? Never mind.
Yeah.
Neverland.
Well, we do get to see him, so it's not never. Never say never, man. All right, Wolf, take over.
Yep. Nolan, obviously Nolan is one of the strongest heroes, but so is the Novaria in the hands of AP Bren. I think the few is very comfortable with this hero, despite, you know, having to face the Faramis. The thing with Novaria is it's a threat when you don't have the dive. So Onic banning out this Novaria kind of tells me they will not go for any kind of dive kind of composition. Maybe on the XP lane, but overall they will close this out with a front-to-back composition. Maybe secure the Minotaur, maybe secure the Tigreal as their frontliners, or maybe even a Ruby again for Keyboy.
Yeah, honestly, having that Novaria with the Fredrin as well is going to be very difficult for you to fight around the turtle here. Yep. With Onic, it looks like having the Kai is going to protect the backlines here, so perhaps they're fleeing again for CW. So Onic going into this match, going up against AB Brand, they're really putting a lot of pressure on CW shoulders.
What's interesting is the fact that they are ignoring the Valentina completely. It feels like they want the Valentina. We will overload you with more ultimates, already at Akai and Faramis.
Which is crazy because you have so many good ultimates to copy, and they're just forcing the Valentina out. Meaning to say that they know that the AP Bren will not have a good time with that Valentina.
We got to have this conversation as well. Going up against the Bruno, I kind of feel like the distance Valentina goes in is going to be a little bit easier for Bruno to deal out the damage compared to the Novaria as well as the Lilia. So I think this is solidifying Wolf's theory about how the draft, they're not going to go for dive.
Yeah, they're not going to go for dive. So Minotaur should be the ban here for AP Bren. I want to give that. Even when you have access to Valentina, that's a hero that will make Onic really comfortable. What was that?
Wait.
Let me just see here. I'm not seeing a ban. So
seems like there's no ban.
No ban? For AP Bren?
Is that a mistake? It has to be, right?
It has to be. We're talking about Nolan, not no ban.
Whoa. I mean, I don't know how we're...
Okay, they're solving it. They're solving it for sure.
Yeah, for now, again, we're just looking into the situation. And when I say looking into the situation, we're turning around and we're looking at the players. I don't know. I don't see a lot of reaction coming in.
No.
Right?
No.
Okay, but okay, we can see here that they are discussing. So I feel like Onic, they're just waiting to see what is going to be the result. If not, we're just going to continue to pick bans like normal. It's not getting picked up. There is a bit of dive if this draft goes through.
Yeah. How do you recover now if you're AP Bren? I mean, obviously we were talking about Minotaur, but could be mind games.
Could be, right?
AP Bren still has the Valentina, but maybe they consider Angela now with their heroes that they have. And then, how about Diggy actually for AP Bren? Diggy and Lapula, or Diggy and perhaps Valen. You know?
That's a good choice. Diggy, Valentina, you steal one of the ultimates, and then the other one is used to just force the team.
Spicy.
Okay.
Very spicy. I'm not against it. I'm really not against it, especially going up against Onic here, where you want to contest the neutral objectives. Having a lot of damage before the fight starts is going to help out, especially because they banned out the Novaria, probably because of that reason.
Gord.
And the Lapu.
Hey, the panelists talked about it. Hey, listen, right?
Okay.
So we got word that, okay, we're going through with this, but we got to talk about this Gord, because even the panelists has talked about this is the new age of an Eve, new age of a Farsa. So it's all about zone control.
Gord is great versus Faramis overall.
But against Yuzong now.
But against Yuzong no, against Akai.
Yuzong now?
Oh man, that's a weird pick, but of course AP Bren, they might be able to make it work. Which means Onic can just go for something like Ruby to defend themselves, right? Someone who can tank the damage of the Gord, the front lines. They still have the Minotaur as well. They have so many heroes for Keyboard. Even a choke could work in this particular scenario.
Definitely, against a Brody, right? I mean, that's usually the green light to go for a big pick. And hey, you called it, Mr. Wolf. The choke comes in. But yeah, to confirm to everybody who's still wondering, no ban, that is indeed what you see. No ban coming in from AP Bren. Mind games.
Mind games. AP Bren wants to give a statement. Against Onic, we just need 4. And here's the thing.
But if they lose, right?
But is it not impressive if they win, though?
It would be.
If they win, though.
If they win, it would be impressive, amazing. But then I gotta ask, if they lose with 4 bans, that mistake could be like a bit costly.
Oh, obviously. I mean, you're gonna be scratching your head so much, and you're gonna be filled with regret afterwards.
Well,
This just tells us that AP Bren just needs to win.
Yeah.
well, we're jumping into this game. Hit Scratcher or not, we gotta see. With AP Bren coming in with the mind games, is it enough to shake the Sky Kings Onic? Or will they continue to show that they are untouchable? We're going into game number 3.
All troops deployed.
Be scary. I'm actually scared for the Gord in the early stages, just mainly because of the Yuzhong, the Akai, and then you have the supplement of this Cho. And even then, we're talking about no dive from the side of Onic, but then if you realize after the Yuzhong as well as the Cho pick, with the Faramis intact, that means that they have the green light. They have the license to get into the backlines now. The first 3 picks coming out from Onic might not be dive heroes, but with the Faramis in combination with the Cho as well as the Yuzhong, that's going to be scary. I'm legit scared for this Gord.
Well, Flicker very aggressively in the start of the game. Super Mario taken low, but look at the decision to not flicker back. He decides to walk away, but he will pay with us a lot of HP.
Now we got to see how CW manages the lane, because it looks like Super Marco, even though he was chunked up quite a bit, he is going to be able to last hit that gold minion there. So good effort coming in from Onic, but Super Marco sticks to his guns, staying in the lane.
Going at the other lanes, it's Lapu Lapu versus the Yuzhong. I believe that Flapteasy will have a great time this game. I think that overall, this was probably the best pick here for AP Bren. Great versus the Faramis. Obviously great against CW. And CW did not go for the Purify, went for the Flicker. So that's going to be a target for sure for Flapteasy.
And right now looking at the battle here, Sans started the battle off, being very proactive around the map, trying to target Super Marco here. So the question is for Onic, as well as AP Bren, which is the lane that's going to be targeted? Are they actually going to put a lot of pressure on the gold lane, or they're going to put a lot of pressure, as we see right now, perhaps in the EXP lane?
Yeah, EXP lane for sure, because they need to team fight around the turtle. Very important for AP Bren as well as Onic to get this first turtle.
All right, the turtle is going to be the name of the game, and we got to look at the boots coming in. If he gets level 4, as well as Flapteasy, both can dive, and both can dive very, very hard, but Flapteasy goes in off his hands.
No flicker on Sans, you got to remember it. You go all in for it. AP Bren, they find first blood by catching Sans off guard. Meanwhile, Kyrie holding onto the turtle. Kaltizi still has that red tree. Keyboard's looking for the flag. Few gonna be spotted out. Heavy spin still ready for Kyrie. Jumps in. Oh!
What?
It's Flapteasy who gets the steal on the turtle. Now, furious dive defensively by Boots. Ogwen following through. Kaltizi doing the same thing. Keyboy. G Kundo's in the front. Boots gonna be chunked down by Ogwen. Boots running away still. Ogwen still chasing. A big vengeance.
And the
Final
reset.
slash. Resetting. Bravest Spider by Flap. No flicker committed. No flicker to be used. Onic still hovering over the orange buff right now. Flapteasy looks for the steal. Jumps in. Sans doing some damage back. Bravest Spider, the third spot gonna be used up right now. Mr. Gus! No flicker used. Flap! He didn't just steal the turtle. He stole the orange buff too.
Allow me to say, Onic needs to breathe, because I don't think I would ever say this, but
1v1, an outplay from Sans pops the NetherRealm clutch.
Massive play coming out from Sans, but my AP Bren with Ogwen as well as Flapteasy. Early game aggression coming out from them, and Kyrie was holding onto the retribution because it was cooling down. He was 2 seconds away from the retribution to be off cooldown, but then Flapteasy steals that orange.
dual hero here, statistic as well, 70% win rate for Bruno and Faramis whenever they're paired up together. I was about to say, I kind of feel like Boots made a mistake because he was going down and he was going to, but before that, CW gets engaged on.
Good stun over, flicker, backwards from CW. Keyboy with the way to dragon defensively now as that's the missing projectile, not connecting. Keyboy has got some stacks onto him, but Super Marco won't decide to pop that torn apart memory. Kaltizi will decide to invade the enemy jungle, 2 levels ahead. Who gets it? Was that Kyle?
Dude, at this point, even though Kyrie was able to scare it, but again, the difference there, 2 levels, that's a big impact, Wolf.
Absolutely. And this is going to be a big problem for Onic, especially because they're facing up against Brody Lapu Lapu. We're talking about the problems for Few, but now you can disregard that totally because AP Bren, they've created 4 problems for Onic to solve. And Few is not a priority at all for Onic.
At this point, AP Bren, they can pick up the tempo because for a Lapu Lapu, level 4 is all you need. And now with all the advantages coming in from Super Marco, I feel like he's just moments away from his second item, and then once he gets the second item, he's moving with the team.
Okay, but Flapteasy on the other side gets picked off. Super Marco tried to go for Boots there, but Kyle will be able to trade it back for a neutral objective. He knows the info. Kyrie has used his red tree, and he goes straight for the purple buff. Keyboy Kundo not connecting. Ogwen connecting on his first skill. Now Onic will lose out on the purple buff. Kyle TZ steals it away, invades Onic's jungle.
Right now, I think it's a little bit rough for Kyrie, but I think it's fine for him, especially as an Akai. But right now, the space given to CW having 1 kill, I kind of feel like they're still targeting him here.
The turret eater, Super Marco Keyboy, finds Jin Kundo away the dragon, but it's only onto the offside. Super Marco flickers back to safety. And now Kyle's locking Keyboy down. NetherRealm HP dealt with by the Appraiser's Wrath. The taunt connects and Keyboy will lose his life. But whoa, Ogwen takes it away. Vengeance.
At this point, again, if Bren gets beat up, Flap was caught. He still wants to fight.
And he does fight. Getting onto the back, CW forced a slight tackle defensively. AP Bren bought enough time for the rest of the members to come through in the mid lane.
And even with that play, that's going to be net positive for AP Bren, forcing out the heavy spin. And Suns cannot do anything at this point but to wait for their moments. Kaltisi with the Blade Armor pickup. This is going to be massive. 3.4k compared to Kyrie, who's only secured 2,500 gold. And even the XP is going to be bad. This is going to be a snowball. The AP Bren, especially their jungle, this is what they need and this is what they get. Oh man!
A flanking maneuver on the CW, a bravest spider from Flapteezy. No, it's Onic. Ogwen gonna be kicked back to the turret range right now with the Helm of the Shadow Stampede. Bringing them back all the way for that Mystic Gush from Phil! Melts them down. Keyboy falls, but Boots gets a double onto Flapteezy now. Suns looking for another opening in this skirmish. Super Marco with an aggressive dash forward. Kyrie looking to go for this orange buff right now, and Appraiser's Wrath secures the orange buff away from Kyrie. 2 levels ahead, and they're looking to go for the purple buff next.
Dude, right now, I'm worried Super Marco just got that malefic roar. This is what all he wants. This is what all he needs. At this point, AP Bren can say, you know what, I'm not looking at minions, man. I'm looking at heroes.
Use the red tree, though. Kyle TZ, because he knows there's no way Onic can contest.
He knows, and that's because Carrie's half HP. No matter what happens, they will be able to win the turtle fight. And even in Onic wins the red tree battle afterwards, it's not gonna matter. They're gonna be taken out. AP Brent's snowball is just online.
Dude, look at that cheer, man. Kyle TZ secures the turtle. At this point, AP Brent, huge power spike. Absolutely huge. Because not just Super Marco securing that malefic roar, but Few as well getting that Ice Queen 1. And now Keyboy has to get away. For Onic, what are they waiting for? Well, what is going to be the power spike for Onic that gives them the green light to fight back?
Maybe when they have level 15 on Kyrie, maybe if they have level 15 on CW, that should be the only option. And when will that happen ever? 16 minutes, 18 minutes? They have to buy the time. They have 9 minutes to buy, everyone. Onic definitely not in good shape to fight now.
Yeah, looking at the items as well, a 1-item lead for the mid laner for AP Bren.
Yeah, it's a 1,000 gold lead between the mid laners. That's something we don't get to see a lot from, but Few on this board so far, absolutely lethal. Ogwen trying to chunk Keyboy down. Meanwhile, the rest of the team trying to look for a dive.
Yeah, right now, Onic, they're in turtle position. This is Onic being defensive. This is Onic understanding the game. They can't take unnecessary damage. They can't take unnecessary risk. So try to feed as much gold as you can. But looking at how AP Bren is playing, Kyrie is going to be a little bit starved. So he's going to get that level 15 much, much later.
3 levels down. Keyboy now going to be engaged on his signature Cho. Final slash canceled away as Shunfu getting out, but not from the taunt and the Mystic Gush. Even the NetherRealm comes in late. Super Marco, turn of our memory. Boots gets out in time. Ogwen diving in. Petrify, locking him down. Suns pulls Kyle. Ogwen flickers out of the Stampede. Up top, a turret traded in. CW finds it, but Flapteezy might be looking. No, he falls back.
The good thing about that is AP Bren were able to force out some of the battle spells, the Petrify coming up from Boots as well as Sans' Flicker. They did have to spend some of their flickers, but the fact that they have forced Onic to remove all of their resources means that they can take the Lord fight so easily. 12-9. That's the difference between Kaltisi and Kyrie.
Right now, looking at the formation here, Lord Dance initiated by AP Bren, doing quite a lot of damage to Lord. Onic, they're spread out. AP Bren, they're clumped up together. Ogwen sees Boots. Conceal.
Conceal coming down. The Rectory will be won by Kyle. Teasy. And now they're looking to collapse. They're looking to punish. Any maneuver. Kaltizi locking Keyboy down. Kyrie walking on the other side of the map, and Onic will be able to disengage. The Lord given over to AP Bren.
Suns now having the lightning truncheon is going to help him out when he wants to defend the base, but is it enough, Wolf?
Yeah, it's not going to be enough for now, for sure. I think that the best scenario now for Onic is if they don't lose any of their inhibitors. It's going to be a tall order.
One stab, Kyle takes it.
Dude, damage dealt? Is this for real?
It is for real.
Doing the most. Ogwen doing the most, few second place. But the damage from Suns looks like it is going to be enough. So I kind of feel like I agree with Wolf, just lightning truncheon. Can't do it just yet, but Keyboy goes in.
That's a lockdown, but a Mystic Gush connects to the backline. Flapteasy will fall before Onyx frontline does. Now it's a lockdown. Oh, Sans gets wiped. AP Bren blitzed him down, bursted him out.
And now AP Bren, 7,000 gold lead. Moving forward, they're looking at the inhibitor. Holy defense use.
Oh! Again back to back! A quick stab from Kaltizi. And Onic is lost again on one member. The laser not quite in range. Onic still able to defend from the first lord of the game. Mystic projectile, side tackle for CW, but it's not going to be enough to get him out of range. Even with the splash from the turret, Onic lose a base turret with the first lord of AP Bren.
And now Black Dragon form used by Bo. That damage
From
though!
memory, oh my goodness gracious. Boots was almost melted down. Whew. 2 base turrets.
Let me just say, AP Bren, their mind games is working.
Yep.
It's working.
It's working. And the thing is, losing Sans twice in a row. I mean, losing him once, that's fine because they were able to get the kill out of Flapteasy, but losing him the second time meant that they will not be able to defend 2 of their turrets.
That's a poke down on the Kyrie right now. Another realm, not. Oh, it's going to be in time. Keyboy finds a good way to the Dragon, but it's not going to be able to survive in this onslaught of damage. Boots finds a Petrify, Wind of Nature, but still Sparkle falls. The Ghostbuster is able to take him down. CW dealing some damage, but AP Bren decide to disengage. 2 for 1 in favor still of AP Bren.
Look at the items. Well, what else does Onic need?
Another defense item for Kyrie for sure, because you see that when he turns up into the fight, even when he's not dying, he's put so low that the heavy spin is not going to be utilized properly. So he needs a second item for sure. We have Sky Guardian Helmet eventually for him to be able to tank up, and then eventually a Radiant Armor. They definitely need Radiant Armor here from Onic. Somebody has to take it, otherwise Few will just destroy them.
CW looking like he wants a Demon Hunter Sword as well to be able to deal enough damage, because Kyle Teasy has been soaking up so much damage coming in from CW. Right now, Onic, they're at the back foot, but again, they've been in this situation time and time again, so I kind of feel like AP Bren, they can't fall asleep here. They got to make sure, tighten the gameplay, and make sure they don't make a mistake coming in.
Stampede from Sans. A resource used up. Kyrie poked down by Ogwen. And also by Few. Kyle holding the Lord. Pinned down. Final slash used up already. Sans. Shadow Stampede once again. Mystic Projectile connecting. Chunking Sans for a bit. Onic are still hovering over.
Watch out, Marco.
Yep, right now, Keyboy used the conceal, but immediately found out. I don't know how Keyboy can go in, man. He has to make some kind of miracle play. Sans, even he can't find any angles.
He has a flicker.
Onic looks like they have to disengage.
They have to. There's no way they can contest an AP Bren. Capitalized. A free Lord in the 13th minute.
Right now, Onic, they have to defend. At this point, too much damage, man, being dealt out by Discord. They got the Yuzong, but the Yuzong can't even go in. He flies, and immediately AP Bren strikes and force him down to the ground. Boots can't do much here.
Radiant Armor picked up by Kyrie. Keyboy has his flicker back. Sans is the most important hero for now for Onic. And he might be Final Slash. That's going to be a problem for the side of Onic.
Ogwen looking for an angle right now. Mystic Gush on Kyrie. Heavy spin with another realm right now. The Lord's going to be dealt with right now. Keyboy jumps into the back, not able to find an angle. Stunned up, chain CC. Keyboy taken out. Sans with flicker. Shadow Stampede. A Brazier Splat connecting LCW. But it's still going to be able to dish out some damage. Flapteasy with the Brave Spider. Onto the back with the flicker as well. Boots finds a better fire on the Kalteasy. Final slash, bringing it back, but he finds the kill. He dies instead. CW going for the waves right now. One more in the wave coming down. Sans taken out by Super Marco. It's CW versus the world. A slight tackle back, but what is the member supposed to do? Will AP Bren just lock on to the turrets?
AP Bren strikes back. Even though Onic won the previous game, but they're like, we're in this. The score now, ladies and gentlemen, 2-1 for AP Bren.
And who needs the 5th ban, right? Especially when you drafted this Lapu-Lapu together with the Gourd. And we kind of criticized at the first try with the Gourd, but the Lapu-Lapu made so much sense in combination with his art at the tempo.